would just address the topic today that there's some people out there who don't know how to express themselves, so they feel the need to fit into a certain standard in high school. Be true to who you are. Don't act like you're someone you're not. Be comfortable in your own body and your skin, and if you're not, just go do something to make yourself stronger or look better or be better as a person, because you don't want people clinging on to you who are bad for you. I mean, there have been plenty of people who have walked in and out of people's lives. It just gets really confusing if you keep those people hanging on. It's really just about being who you are. Like, be who you are. Don't be someone you're not. Don't do it. Don't do something just because you feel like it's necessary to fit into that so what called group. And if they go pressure you to do it, don't do it. They're not your friends if they keep pressuring you and pushing you to do it. That's not what friends are for. A friend is there for you when you're feeling down or something in your life has occurred that you're not comfortable talking about with anyone else, and you feel like no one else is there for you. But then when they come around, it's like they're the most perfect person to be with you. You don't want to fit in today's society because it's all about drugs, sex, all of that. It's not what it seems to be. Be who you are. That's all I have to say. Don't hang out with people who are bad for you. If you feel that nothing's happening and you're just being dragged into something you're not wanting to be dragged into, don't go for it. Just be who you want to be. Just stay away from those people. Eventually, it's going to drag you into more trouble than you feel like you're already in. People aren't going to change even though you try to. And there's those people who you feel like you're always there for them, but when you need them to be there for you, they're not. And then when you go to them seeking help because you thought that they were your friend, they're not there. They're just like, okay, whatever. You just don't do that, and that's the point where you're like, are you my friend or are you not my friend? You just need to accept the fact that they're not going to be there for you in the next 5 years, or even when you graduate high school or college. You want to make sure that you stick with a friendship or even a relationship. I mean, you just have to make sure that they're always going to be there for you. And if you see the fact that they're not, they're sneaking around behind your back, they're making excuses not to be with you or hang out with you, they're not good for you. Don't stick with that relationship or friendship. It's going to be bad for you in the future, and it's going to tear and bring you down. They're going to say hurtful things. They're going to use you. If you're trying to fit in, it's not going to work. You are who you are, and if you're not, if you go from someone who's being a 0 and you go from someone who's trying to be 100, good for you. But that doesn't mean you are who you are. If you want to be a fake and hurt everyone and eventually you're going to be left behind, you're going to damage everyone you run into, and you're going to even damage yourself. Personally, I've actually had this happen to me. You don't want to be someone you're not. And if you try to be, you're only going to end up hurting yourself. People who probably will watch this know what I'm talking about, because I know I'm not the only one.